I was about to sue the state of Indiana over this license plate. Find out why in this vlog. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Down in my basement into my little green room that I have and green screen and all that stuff set up. I'm getting ready for YouTube call out Sunday, 10 a.m. Cecil County Dragway with me, Guitarmageddon, Dirty Max Jacks, Hammer Down Motorsports, SRT Mush, and a bunch of other YouTubes having a absolute best call out ever. I've just kind of been down here most of the day searching my merch out. So we got the new Chevy Dude Camaro shirts. You see I'm wearing my gray shirt. So I will be at the call out, have merch. I'm mailing it out now. You can hit the link in the description below. And then, man, I tell you what, I'm excited about call out. I'm bringing both of my cars. I'm bringing the Corvette and the Camaro. Bringing a couple people with me. So I'll have these tents set up. I've got some really cool banners set up. If you haven't seen those, they're on Instagram and on my Facebook page. Hey girls, how are you? Are you relaxing on this beautiful spring day, huh? You doing good? This is Corey. This is my what are you, 2 now, right? And you're 4 or 5? Yes. Porsche and Corey. Porsche and Corey, named after Corey for Corvette and Porsche for Porsche. So as you guys know, I bought this 2013 Tesla Model S. Now, I was not in the market for a car. I was considering trading for another 2016 Camaro, and that car didn't have all the options I want, so I just kind of put it by the wayside. And so my wife and I wanted to do some things with this car, like change out the wheels. We want to black out all the chrome on it. We don't want any chrome on the car. Change out all the chrome here, maybe put it red, stuff like that. Same with the Tesla model, the T up front. We want to change all that out. The car's crazy dirty right now because it just parks outside here. But one thing that I was really proud of is I saved up a couple years of money from my YouTube revenue to buy this car. Now, I know I've got P100D stickers on here. This was an unreleased YouTube video that I did not do. I was gonna do something, decided not to. I've still yet to take those emblems off. I really need to do it. So when I went into the DMV last August, I had a game plan in mind of what license plate I wanted to do. I have personalized license plates on all my cars. I've had personalized license plates on all my cars for like a very long time because I don't want to say I'm an emotional person, but I'm a very proud person, as I've told you back in a couple vlogs before. You know, I just really grew up with absolutely nothing, and you know, really try to do everything on my own and don't have a whole lot of help. And family and stuff like that's so important to me, and I try to take care of my kids and my wife and stuff like that. So I like to advertise a little bit on my license plates to just be unique and, you know, just remind me every day when I walk out and I see a license plate, because when you're in the car business, you always look at license plates. It's just a habit that people make. So I always look at license plates, and so this is what I've done with my cars. With the Corvette, as you know, I have GM money on that. Camaro, which is not here. My 17-year-old daughter's driving the Camaro right now. She just stole it from me. But usually that's parked there. That says Pony Eater because, you know, I like to race Mustangs and beat them up. My daughter's car, her nickname is Onion, so we got Onion on her license plate. And then we come to the Tesla, and I have YouTube on there. Just the letter and just the word tube. I do not like this plate. I despise this plate. I've hated this plate since I've gotten it day one. So when I bought this car, I wanted the word YouTube, Y-O-U-T-U-B-E, right? Why you'd want the letter U and tube, I have no idea. So when I went into Indiana, into the BMV, they said, hey, it's not available. And I said, well, is it not available because somebody's already got it? Or is it just you're not allowing me to have it? And they said, well, we can't, nobody's got it, but we can't see why. And I said, so what can we do to get this? Well, it's like, it's probably a copyright infringement or blah, blah, blah. They just gave me BS excuses, which I don't accept BS excuses. I said, well, try the word Google. Same company, right? They own them. Google was available. If I wanted to get Google, I could have got Google here in Indiana. So, so I thought about it for a second. My time was very tight that day. I had to get to work, and I just gave up and got the letter U and the word tube. So then I'm talking to my friend Nick, Guitarmageddon Z01, and he says, why don't you get Y0U TUBE? I said, oh yeah. So I hop on the internet it's available. I could get it right now. So I went ahead, it was about to purchase it. It was $380. I'm like, whoa, 380 bucks. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want that plate that bad. I just got done paying, you know, $400 and some odd dollars for this license plate. So I asked myself a question, and I was like, does this go all the way through 19, or does this just because I want this plate? So I called up Indianapolis at the call center, and they couldn't answer my questions. If it pays through all the way through 2019, it's worth it, because Indiana was coming out on January 1 a tax for electric cars. So, and if I could, you know, skate that tax, I certainly would. So I couldn't give an affirmative answer on when the license plate would be good through, so I just kind of let it die. So now comes April and my tags are due, so I go ahead and get online. The plate's still available, thank goodness. I hadn't told anybody this idea or anybody my thought process on it except for my wife. And so I get on there, it's available, I pay my money, which is almost 500 bucks this time, to get the license plate. Well, I get this letter in the mail, and this letter states that your personalized license plate has been declined, and has been declined for one of 3 reasons. 1, carries a connotation offensive to good taste and decency. Well, that's not true. Would be misleading. I have no idea how it would be misleading. And then 3, the Bureau, excuse me, the Bureau otherwise considers improper for issuance. So I couldn't imagine it could be improper. So I call up Indiana that day, it's a Monday, and I said, why is my license plate declined? I don't know. Oh man, I have very little tolerance from the BMV anyways, but because I deal with them all the time. So I'm like, okay, you know, if you had to guess. She says, well, it's probably copyrighted. Oh, got the copyright thing again. Okay, so pretty much done with this person. And I'll tell you this up front, everybody that I did deal with the DMV are very, very nice people. I'm not bashing them in any way, shape, or form, and I just have a low tolerance for people saying I don't know or just can't do their job. So so I talked to her supervisor. Her supervisor again gives me a bunch of line, I don't know, can't be done, and then she hits the button. She hits my button, and she says that this could take 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like, whoa, hit the brakes right there. Well, I don't have 3 to 4 weeks. I've got about 3 to 4 hours. I need to get this completed, not in 3 to 4 days, not in 3 to 4 weeks, 3-4 hours. How can we get that to happen? Again, bunch of excuses come across. I'm like, hey, that's not gonna work. You know, right now my wife is driving our car on what looks to be an expired plate. I said, we don't have any problems dealing with law enforcement, but it just does give probable cause to get pulled over, and you know, and just have contact with the police department. So so there's no reason for us to have contact with the police department, and no reason to waste resources for that. So I furthermore explained to them that we need to figure this out, and you know, don't want any mishaps or anything out there, because a lot of laws are interpretation by the police officer, regardless if they're right, wrong, or indifferent at that time. Something gets taken away, the car gets towed, it's in a parking lot, gets towed for improper tag, whatever the case may be. I'd be proven innocent, but it's a negative connotation that day. So I explained that, got nowhere, and so then I'm just like, well, okay, well, I need to talk to your supervisor then. And that supervisor, miraculously, they're never there. It's amazing. That supervisor is never available. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's the supervisor's name? She told me his first name. What's his last name? Well, I can't give you that. I'm like, what? It's like, why can't you give me that? So so I was like, okay, fine. You know, she brought up some, you know, stupid thing of privacy, and there's crazy people out in the world. It's like, lady, whatever. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So I go on furthermore to find, call me back tomorrow, because that's what she told me she was going to do, even though I didn't believe that phone call would ever come. So I hang up the phone, told her that I was going to find out her boss's last name and contact him within the hour. I did that. I found out the boss's last name. White hacking and social media and everything else that I can do on the internet is an absolutely amazing tool. So I found out the boss's last name, called him on his cell phone on his day off, but I'll tell you this, I called his work number. His work number gets routed to his cell phone, and but I did, because he doesn't have his voicemail set up, I do have his personal cell phone number now, and just explained to him my situation. Didn't realize you were off. What's your email address, or can I confirm your email address because I already got it? Is this your email address? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna send you an email. Please call me first thing tomorrow morning by 9 a.m. So he does just that. He called me really early. I don't think it was by 9 a.m., but he did call me as agreed upon in my email and through our real quick phone conversation, like 30 seconds. So I sent out, it took me 45 minutes to write this email. I very articulated this email very well. Almost put my lawyer involved, but I didn't do it yet because I didn't want to play that card yet. And so I sent this letter basically stating that my license plate is not inappropriate, how I've accomplished to buy this car, where the money came from, and stuff like that. So I sat there and made sure that, you know, they understood that there's a reason for this license plate, just in case they wanted to play the, well, you don't own YouTube and it's misleading that you do own YouTube, blah blah blah. I could see all that stuff. So he called me back and says, hey, because of your email yesterday, they actually started working on it. They hold their hearings on Wednesday, and so Wednesday afternoon I should know something. Now this guy went over and beyond, out of his job description, to find out and keep me in the loop of everything. Absolutely awesome. His name's Justin, by the way. I don't think there's any issue with me saying his first name, but his name's Justin, and Justin did a fantastic job, and I absolutely love that he helped me out. So I was willing to go the extra mile. If you look up, I think it was in 2011, a police officer had the word oink on his Fraternal Order of Police license plate. Well, the DMV deemed that offensive and they took that away from him. Well, he successfully sued the state of Indiana for freedom of speech, which is something I put in my email to them. And he successfully won, so I was willing to go that length. Number one, I wanted a license plate. Number two, I figured it'd be a really good YouTube content, but unfortunately didn't go that route. And I can say that I personally am very excited to show that I have the YouTube plate officially for the 2013 Tesla Model S. So this is going on the car. I'm taking the other crappy YouTube thing off. Probably gonna throw it away. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll keep the plate. I've never kept really plates in the past, so maybe I'll start. But so this is my story. I hope you like it. Hope I didn't ramble too much. I do have the plate. I love this plate. I think it's really cool. You know, I'm always having fun. If you haven't checked out my Silverado video, that was done on Monday. Check that out. You'll see me at YouTube call out. Make sure you come up and say hi to me. Shake my hand. Let's get a picture. Buy some of my merch. Got the new Chevy Dude logo shirt. I love this shirt. It's really cool. And if not, I'll see you. If not, I'll see you in the next vlog. That should be uploaded right before the YouTube call out, and I'm gonna have a good YouTube call out this weekend at Cecil County Dragway up in Cecil County, Maryland. I'm spending the whole weekend with Nick and Mike and some other YouTubers up there. It should be a fun and exciting weekend, and we're glad to include everyone who watches us in the festivities and fun. So as always, thank you so much for watching my video. If this is the first time you're watching, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, bell notification after you hit the subscribe, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.